Y'all come on back and have a seat. Yeah.
Ball out.
Ball out.
Bow. Ball out. Ball out. All we do is bow. Ball out.
Ball out.
Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out.
Come have a
We
seat.
about to take them all out. Dropping by the mall out. Come deliver mail on y'all route. Show them what it's all about. Just get called out. Fall out. Me and my clique, we don't fall out. Me and my chick, we don't fall out. We minding our business, keep y'all out. Break up, get up quick, then we hit licks till it's all out. I hate my job, I'ma call out. Boss of myself, child out. I'm a recruiter, a high percentage shooters, gotta keep rifles and Rugers. Some people just trifling and losers. Watch for the jackets at night, they be cruising. I can put together. A.R. Kinston Yetta. My hitters be tougher than leather. Can't nobody do it better. Glock 9 with the FN. Step in with my best friends. Best friend Smith and West End. If you miss 6, still catch 10. Ball out. Stall out. Pulling up outside the y'all house. Empty till we all out. I got the juice and I'm crazy. If you not a killer, don't say. Hit squad ain't nothing to play with. Undertaker and a grave dig. Best man like Tay Diggs. When you in the paint, gotta play big. Hitters ignorant like cavemen. Went from good fellas to made men. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Shout out, ball out, get called out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out.
We back live, guys. We got the technical difficulties taken care of, and we still got a hot show for you guys. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Tell your friends, aunties, cousins, and uncles to get back in. Come on back on inside. The water's fine. Dip your toe in. Have a seat. Right? Hang out with us. We got a great show lined up. Draft, Cowboys, the whole shebang. We still got most of the crew backstage. Boss Cowboy, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go, man. We back. And it's always something little. I'm not gonna we not pointing fingers, but it was small. It was me, Boss Cowboy. I fall on the sword. It's always something small, and you gotta always look at the person that's in charge as the fault. All right? My fault. But let's keep going. All right. So we go reintroduce Mr. Banks. All right. And we go reintroduce Mr. Boot, and then we go get right into it. One more time, a little bit cleaner. Tavis, let these people know.
Taking it in with all of us, man. We love you all, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Buddha, what you got?
Buddha. I'm still in the trenches. Grizz, ready for war. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, wow, whoa, and OC.
What's up, people? We back at it again. We got the best analysis, the best content in the land, all Cowboy sports related, and let's get into it.
And it's your boy, Boss Cowboy. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Have a seat, chill, relax. We getting ready to get it all back, you know. So, I want to recap actually what we were just talking about. We're not going to get off that point because I wanted to say it clean. My boy Tavis came in and he really, I mean, I'm dead serious about this. He said, boss, put me in. I said, what you mean? I said, what you mean, Tavis? He said, just send me the link. I said, hold on, what you saying? He said, man, send me the link. I said, what you saying? He said, listen, man, I got a lot to say. I said, oh, say no more. And so I sent him the link, and then I said, hey, man, what you want to talk about? He said, listen, man, I want to talk about this thirst. So please recap that thirst. Then we gonna go back to the point we was getting ready to get into because there's some heavy topics we want to get into. Can you talk about that, please, Tavis?
Yeah, man. You know, when it comes to those thirst positions, especially defense, you're looking at the cornerback, you're going to let safety at the defensive tackle. Now, we all know when it comes to free agency draft, and seeing them in there, you're like one, they know who the person is and what they know to bring in their past years of what they played for.
Right.
They're lucky to get a year maybe. And then you got the draft coming in also. And you know they're coming in and they're gonna be doing their rookie deals, which is gonna be like about 2 years. But we're known for is just letting them all go. Because when you look at the free agency list, when it's just as long as your injured reserve list of what you had this year, that's not good. And then you wonder why we're below average. Then you wonder why we don't go nowhere, and that includes this year. When you're looking at these couple of years here and there, and you know you don't want them, and then you let them go, and it just brings you to that question that lingers in my head. I'm like, you really an organization, or you're running a temp service?
Whoa! I heard it twice, but I laugh every time you say it. That boy said a temp service. Yeah, man. Like, so you said basically when it comes down to safety, corner, and defensive tackle, we are a temp agency. Oh, see what you got on that, bro? Because he going crazy.
I mean, listen, it is a need, all three. I mean, you can't point to any position on that defense that doesn't have a need. I mean, obviously, we need to be stronger everywhere. So I think that really it's a lack of commitment to spend the dollars that it takes to be elite in those positions. That's the issue with the Cowboys. And we had a few elite tackles. We had Ratliff when he was healthy, okay? Several years back, right? He was a dominant defensive line guy, right? We had Roy Williams, who was pretty good at safety for several years for the Cowboys, right? So we had some players, but we also had to pay those players. We also had to be committed to keeping top tier players, which the commitment from the Cowboys on that side of the football in those positions in the last years just has not been there.
Right. Oh, Buddha, what you had on what he was saying in terms of the thirst of the Cowboys in those particular positions, corner, safety, defensive tackle, because he really went off. I want to get your input on that too.
Man, it's a drought. I'm thirsty. I'm sweating. I need that pedigree. That's going to get us back to dominance. I don't see how you had the book to win before in the 90s. You had it, the formula, and you keep it on the shelf and don't use it again. My dude, Jerry Jones, listen, we need to hit in those positions. Defensive tackle and safety, we got ran down our throats and we got aired out in certain games. And I think we tired of it as Cowboys Nation. Like I said before, man, you get it done or we gonna riot, man.
Oh, whoa. Hey. And No, it's an excellent point. Like I have to take my hat off to my boy T Banks. Like absolutely right. Like I can't fight that. Like we've been greatly insulted when it comes down to position of safety, especially. I think we've had some defensive tackles. I don't think it was because we aggressively target them. You right on that, Taffes, but I think we got some. Like obviously we remember my guy that just David Irvin. Like, but we got him off the practice squad, which is your point. Like we keep going into to the cheap seats and we get lucky, but we don't aggressively. What you're saying is really target those guys to be like winners. I think you definitely right when it comes to DT, but especially safety. Like I don't get it, man. Like give me some more of your attitude because I know you're mad about this.
Yeah, man. Because I'm just looking at it like, I mean, when you look at Bill Belichick,
Okay.
sometimes I feel like he's more of a GM than he is a coach. All because he knows how to keep his players and his pieces intact.
Right.
And when it comes to those wanting their money, he'll just let them go. Because he knows he got that mind frame where he can always value. And that's another thing, too. He has no problem trading up when it's time for a contract or might want that little extension. He'll rather value something for him and look right in the draft and repeat it over and over and over again. That's what made him so great. People still can sit here and say, oh, yeah, just because he ain't got Tom Brady, all of a sudden he had that year. Okay, but look what we also had this year. I'm not bashing Cam Newton, but I'm just saying.
Right. No, he didn't have the best of the best on that. But I definitely agree. We are definitely thirsty in some positions. Like, cause and in the off season, it's certain things that I think we should lobby for, but because it's especially in one position. Especially. Just real quick. It's a recap, but I'm gonna keep showing it. Over Xavier Woods, mentioned again, we passed up. I'm gonna say it over and over until we all figure out we gotta get very loud about not having this again. We passed up on Thornhill for Xavier Woods. And then we got even crazier and basically said nothing was special about Tyrann Mathieu. So I already went over this, so I'm not gonna beat that soapbox again. But at the same time, I think that's the one where it never made any sense why we keep passing up quality talent. And then I want to kind of switch topics real quick because everybody keep bringing this up because it's in the air again. My boy Ennis, he said, pay Dak, stop putting a tag on him. Just to switch topics real quick. We gonna come back to what we was gonna talk about. Dak Prescott is back out tweeting again. And I understand. He back tweeting again, and he should be. Because he was correcting one of the television sports analysts who basically said, and OC, I would definitely want you to kind of talk about this.
Yeah.
He talked about the fact that, well, it wasn't a fact. It was actually very incorrect. He said, well, Dak should have just took the deal that Wentz and Goff had. It was always there. And Dak Prescott went out there and tweeted and corrected him. You want to speak on that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before in the sense that his deal was never on par with his peers in terms of being equal in guaranteed dollars, years, or per average. And at the end of the day, anytime any quarterback gets signed in the NFL, if they are a franchise quarterback, and it really doesn't even matter if they're a mediocre franchise quarterback, but if they're a guy that can start for your organization beyond their current contract, you're going to pay that guy a new market set contract, however it all flips out. Dak Prescott is just the voice of frustration from the Prescott family dealing with the Joneses. And so this is a cat and mouse game that at some point is going to end with them paying Dak Prescott or with Dak Prescott wearing a new jersey.
Wow. A new jersey. A New
Absolutely.
Jersey, you believe that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a timetable here. Listen, we've already seen, talks being accelerated with Lamar Jackson out of Baltimore. We'll see talks accelerated into the spring with Baker Mayfield as well, and also my quarterback out of Buffalo. So when those guys get inked, there are also rumblings as well that John Gruden is lobbying to try to get Carr out of town, his current starting quarterback. Why? Because he wants Deshaun Watson, right? This goes to our last show when we talked about Matthew Stafford and the twos, and then the two twos and the third round draft pick that Detroit got from trading him to the Rams. So listen, John Gruden owns a part of the Raiders. Okay, he has a 10-year contract. Okay, he's a minority owner. Okay, so he's going to try to get Carr out of town, Derek Carr that is, and he's going to lobby, and sure, he'll give away 3 or 4 first-round draft picks to the Texans to get Deshaun Watson. Now the narrative has changed. Across both divisions, and this strengthens Dak Prescott's position, and it's going to force the Cowboys to give him exactly what he wants, or they're going to tag him. He'll play one more year, but then after that, sayonara. That's it. It's over.
You think it's over?
If he gets tagged and he plays underneath the tag, it's over.
Expound
You heard it
on
here
that,
first.
man. Nobody believe that.
Listen, I'm telling you this, that there's a historic deal that has happened. If you are the franchise tag, first of all, was never intended for you to control a player. The franchise tag was intended for you to keep top players while you work out a long-term contract extension. The Cowboys have now done this, if they do it again, for 3 consecutive years. 3 consecutive years, okay?
Gotcha.
Including before they tagged him, okay? So, with that being said, Dak Prescott, his demands are going to be egregious. If they're egregious before the tag, they're going to be even more egregious as more quarterbacks get paid, and the yearly average, the guarantees, and the total contract amount continues to go up, and away. And the Cowboys are not going to do that, man. And somebody else is, and we see Dak Prescott playing in a different jersey.
Wow. We're going to have to come back to that, man, because, we talk about Dak almost every show. I'm going to come back to that, but I want to tackle this one, too. Because, see, my boy Tyrone Church, he's our official YouTube hold it downer. He holds that. Like, look, everybody over here on Facebook, but no, Tyrone say, listen, I'm going to sit over there by myself. So he said this, and I'm going to point at you on this one, Tavis. I want you to address this. He said, look. And when you started look, you mean what you saying. He said, look, sign Malik Hooker, draft TCU safety Washington in the 4th round. What you got on that, T?
Hey, man, Malik Hooker,
Yeah.
y'all know that he can't be healthy.
Right.
That's a big red flag for me, man. I know a lot of people want Malik, and I understand we can get him at a pretty decent price. We can get him back there for veteran experience. I wouldn't even trip on that. But I'd rather have him and go get Richie Grant out of Central Florida.
Yeah. So Big Booty Rich. I call my boy Big Booty. Hey, and he had a great Senior Bowl, Stock Rose, and Tavis. I didn't want to put him in a God. I didn't want to put him in a Boss Cowboy God at first. He looked like a try-hard guy to me. But Rich is one of those guys that's forcing me to change my mind, right? And that's always a guy that's doing what you're supposed to, where you have doubts when you initially look at him, and then you just kind of not buying it. You're not chewing it. But then they grow on you. And I told my boy Tavis, I said, hey, man, I gotta actually put him in the Boss Cowboy God. He's earned it to where he made his own noise. He won the crowd. And when you win the crowd, you win your freedom. So I like Rich. Buddha, did you want to speak on that Malik Hooker as well as TCU safeties and Rich?
Yeah, man. When it comes to Malik Hooker, I agree with what Tavis said. He hasn't been healthy since he came in, and if you could sign him on the 1 year, prove it, then hey, I'm all for it. Maybe he might be able to rejuvenate his career because he was pretty good coming in. As far as Washington, 4th round or later. I don't think I would jump on that. I get it. He getting that hype, but I wouldn't. I didn't see him then, and I don't really see him now as a 2nd or 3rd even. I get him in the 4th though. And as far as Richie Grant, yeah, I'm with the soft. I'm with it.
You with it?
It's tasty.
You all the way with it. All right, man. All right. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, y'all. Listen. This. I'm still kind of hating on Rich a little bit. I'm still hating on him, bro. I'm still hating on him, bro.
Quisha don't like him.
I'm still hating on him, bro. I'm still hating on him.
Quisha don't like him.
Hey,
I get it though. He's getting a little hype on him too.
Yeah, man. I don't see. That's why you my boy. Hey, that's why you my boy Tavis. Cause see, my boy Roland. Listen, cause see, I don't want to drink the juice, bro. I do not.
No,
see,
man.
I'm not trying to be what my boy Buddha say. He drunk the juice. I'm not trying to drink juice, man. I'm sorry. I will go review his film, but I'm not quite totally. I haven't I did this, but I haven't swallowed yet. So
it's just right there in your mouth.
Hey, yeah, I'm just circling around, Tavis. I promise you, bro. I've not drunk the juice quite yet. I'm not, because everybody, Richard Grant, he's a first. I'm like, bro, something very wrong in terms of my eyes. Listen, man, and I'm just keeping it 100, man. Something very wrong when my eyes had you as a 4th, and then all of a sudden you a first. I'm not quite buying it. Because when you say a 1st round safety, they got to come in and ball. Because every safety that's a 1st rounder, you got to ball. I don't care where you are in the 1st. Like Savage, right? Who went to Green Bay, right? He ran that 4.3 speed out of Maryland, and he went up to Green Bay, and he showed out. But nobody was surprised. Like, everybody was like, the dude did his thing at the combine, the Senior Bowl. He did everything right. see what you got.
Yeah, I think that you want prescription medication and not Band-Aids at the safety position. That's what I think.
So when you say, hold on. Wait a minute. How do you say it? Grant is a Band-Aid?
Yeah, I'm saying this, man. I'm saying you have an opportunity, man, to draft stronger, right? And to trade and to look at free agents in the NFL to solve that problem, okay? So that's what I'm saying. And I am not a reacher. It's like this. It's like the old adage that Michael Jordan used to say. And he said this when he played against a rookie. When he was retired, he came to play against a rookie that said he could beat him one-on-one.
Right.
And the guy kept reaching him. He kept crossing him over. He said, you reach, I'll teach. And so I'm the OC. So if you reach, I'm going to teach. And so some of these boys are just reaches, okay? Man. So I got to educate you as to the fact that, man, in my opinion, we don't have any 1st-round safeties in this year's draft. We got some maybe if they run good at the combine, high seconds.
It's no combine.
Oh, that's just true. No combine. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's all film.
Okay, so here it is. Okay, no 1st-round safeties based on film. In my opinion, no 1st-round safeties, okay? Go high 2nd, okay, I'll give you a couple of them up in there. But listen, man, you got to be sound in your decision-making, man. If you want to build a team, and the Cowboys have not had a reputation for defending the pass well. That's the thing. Nobody's scared of anybody in the secondary of the Cowboys. They go 4 wides and throw go routes on you, throw posts, throw corner routes. They're throwing everything at you. There's no respect. We got to get somebody in here that demands respect.
Hey, I feel that, OC. I don't fear Richie Grant. It's nothing about him that makes me say, whoo. Now, what I do see is he's the best hustler and try hard guy out of all the safeties. I think because I saw that instantly. I saw that he was that's why I started calling him Big Booty. Because I personally don't like tryhards. I don't. I like ballers. Like you
Fluid.
can, like I like you when you, uh, I like you when you really just you don't even have to be a practice guy, just a baller when you hit the field, and I do feel like he would be an upgrade to Xavier Woods, so I would accept it. But I don't see a guy that's gonna come in. I do not see a guy that's gonna come in and just really rock the house. I see him
Right.
being a good player, a average starter, but I don't see even just being honest, Donovan Wilson. Now, Tavis, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up because I know you want to beat my nose in on my thoughts. But go ahead, what you got on that?
Oh no, you. But
You gonna let me
now I'm
make
trying
it?
to get
Cause
off.
I know you like big booty Grant, man. What you gonna let me make it on that?
I like him on that now. And yeah, man, I'm good for Cincinnati. Now he's the hitter. He's the go-getter.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah,
even first round. As
right.
much as we talked about Andre, so as much as we talked about Paris Ford and
Yeah.
had so on and so on, and they're not. But y'all talking about Ricky? Nah,
Exactly,
sit down.
exactly, man. And see, okay,
No
Buddha,
good. No
you the
Shirley
last
Bob.
word. You gotta sell it on Big Booty Grant, man. What you got?
See, here's the thing. See, I got thrown off with the whole question. If we talking first rounders, I ain't say all that. I thought
Okay, Buddha.
Drew was
Okay,
not,
Buddha. Thank you.
and he was going with. I could see what people was talking about, but I ain't hear nobody say nothing about no first round. That ain't no first round, son.
Yeah,
Now I think we got to talk about Cisco if we even talking about the first round.
right.
You know, but that's another. That's
And
another
then that's a
thing.
move down, first down. That's
You
not
know?
like a top. That's not a 10. Listen, all right.
Mm-mm.
So listen, my boy Tavis is driving the show. All right. He actually gave the topics. We gonna move to another topic. All right. This the topic. I want to really get y'all thoughts on this because I'm gonna be honest with you, Tavis. I don't know if you right on this, but I'm open for you to talk me out of it. You said that basically you think we might need defensive end. Can you please elaborate on that? Because I want to, and OC is agreeing with this. What is going on? Like, what's going on? First, you, Tavis, can you please give us your thoughts on a potential need at defensive end?
Don't D-Law's got like about another year or two left on his contract, if I'm not sadly mistaken. And he's supposed to be the best end that we have. Who's his backup? Armstrong? Forget about it. Bradley or not? Bradley or not? No reps. Should have had it last year. Knowing we was that booty, we should have put him out there and let us see what he was made of. Okay. Now on the other side,
Okay.
we're looking at Randy Gregory. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got? We don't even have a backup for him. He goes down on the right side. What's Rue? So we got to start being more convinced of these edge rushers, man, and get them out there now while we got the picks. And I was happy when we was able to talk to one of my sleeper guys by the name of Peyton Turner out of Houston. When they had a good night up with him, I felt good that because he was one of my sleepers. Because you know I posted him DM.
Yeah, you
And
did.
you know me when I'm posting, I post a handful of them. You know.
Yeah.
But that's just my thing. That's why I said we gotta get convinced on the edge because in order for our defense to get better, we gotta get back to the fundamentals of football, and it starts with the line first.
Man, it's some good
Great
comments
point,
coming
Tavis.
in, man. And good point,
Great.
Tavis. You started to talk me into it. I didn't think you could. I'm
Yeah.
starting to actually buy the Kool-Aid. And then I'm gonna read Pastor Douglas comment because I think it's a good one from the Big Time Show. He said D-Law is getting 5 sacks, which he basically saying that's mediocre. Gregory can't be trusted. I think marijuana is a thing of the past, but You still got to consider that. I'm not gonna fight that. Armstrong is okay. I would actually disagree. I would say below okay. And then Anai's unproven. I absolutely agree with that. My boy Gary said, "What's up? What up, Gary Atkinson?" So what's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, I mean, look, Tavis, you brought up a fantastic point. And listen, hey, we need help at defensive end. 4-3 defense, the strength of that defense is your defensive ends.
Facts.
They got to be strong against the run,
Yep.
and they got to be pass rushers.
Right.
We don't have any elite pass rushers. I'm going to repeat that. We don't have any elite pass rushers. See, so a lot of people out here drink that D. Lawrence Kool-Aid, and I'm not on that, man. Not on that. I don't like when you produce 15, 16 sacks and then you drop the next year to 6 or 7 or 8 after you get a big contract. And then you follow that up with a 5-sack performance. I don't really care what the defense. That means that you're not winning fast enough and frequently enough when you get into one-on-one matchups. You got to have defensive ends that can beat people on a consistent basis one-on-one to have an elite defense. And right now we don't have that, and we have no depth at the defensive end position, which needs to be addressed in a hurry. If you plenty more, but I'm gonna open it up for the other fellas here, and I'm just gonna sit down here for a second and listen.
Oh no, I mean, no, you was preaching, man. Like, look, we not rushing you, man. Kick your feet up.
I mean, look, here's the real deal about the situation, man. Here's the deal about the situation. Alden Smith is not fast enough to continue to be elite. He's gained too much weight. He doesn't have that top end quickness anymore because he's a little bit older. He's a guy that, based on technique and experience, can probably produce 6 to 8 sacks, but you need 2 bookends. You need guys that can get you double-digit sacks if you're going to have a great defense. Because, look, here's the bottom line of the NFL. This is a throw-and-catch league. I repeat, this is a throw-and-catch league. Okay, which means you got to be able to cover on defense, and you got to be able to disrupt that quarterback frequently, even if you're not there. And right now, with the big quarterback shuffle in the NFL and the rise of more young quarterbacks, you're going to have more and more elite quarterbacks. You're going to get to the point in the NFL where hardly any team has a bad quarterback. And so with that being said, you're going to have to be able to get to that guy, and you're going to have to disrupt him, and you're going to have to be able to do it without blitzing so you can account for these spread and West Coast offenses. That's winning football.
Tavis, I know you chopping at the bit. I heard you. And then I think one of your family members said something that might rock with you. Somebody on Tavion Banks said, Cowboys don't want to spend money.
Oh, of course. We never known to spend money. That's why I was back to what I was saying earlier. Are we an organization or we're a temp service? Because if you send it, you know, I mean, you bringing them in here just to do what, a year or two? Because you know when you bring people out the draft, you're trying to, you know, they get the rookie deal, they're starting off temporary. And they mean they're working their way to get to a long-term deal with a long-term contract.
Right.
So at the end of the day, when you only just spend a couple of dollars for a year or two for players off the street, and then when it comes to free agency, you wait till last minute to bring somebody here and bring somebody there, and you still bringing in practice squad players. I mean, that just tells you right there that they don't want to spend. Then you wonder why we don't have anything franchised in Lord knows how long, especially defense, when I was saying earlier about the primary pieces.
Tavis.
They ain't been franchised in, so, yeah.
I gotta push
they don't
you just.
spend.
I gotta push you just a little bit, I just want to ask you. You might be, because I haven't really dug yet into free agency on defensive end. Have you?
No, not at all.
Not,
It ain't
not
really
yet.
to me.
Okay, so what we're gonna
that.
do in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna actually try to find some solutions to this, because I'm actually, you talked me into it. Like, I think we do have to look at it much closer. I was so focused on defensive tackle that I was actually not looking at the risk of having inferior defensive ends going into a 4-3 defense. So our homework assignment on the BCS analyst team, we're going to do more research, because we don't want to be a page to where, and a channel to where we complain, but we don't come up with solutions. So we're going to come up with some solutions. You definitely sold me on the case. Like, at first I wasn't even quite buying it, but I'm buying it. That we have to. Now let me ask you a question, because I know you in the draft heavy, Tavis. Are there any first round? And I'm gonna ask you this, and Buddha OC. I'm gonna kick this off to Buddha. Are there any first round defensive ends to consider?
Nope. Don't see it. Thanks. Pass on.
He said no. Just no.
Thanks. Ain't doing
No,
that. We ain't doing
none. You say none.
It's some guys there, but I ain't messing with them. I'm not messing with them.
Wow.
I think that you got guys like Rasul and a couple other cats that's supposed to be there, but I'm not messing with them. They ain't jumping off film, you know.
That's
if y'all think that we need to go defensive end in the first round, then I mean, like, you know, yeah, this ain't for you.
I'm finna flip the script because they flipped the script. This going to everybody. Cause see, I like how the chat is leading the show right now. We got topics we can turn on a dime, but we letting y'all lead the show. My boy Michael Evans said, "Boss, have you seen all these clickbait trying to push this nonsense about JJ Watt coming to Dallas? Come on, man."
Wait.
I haven't actually seen the clickbait, but I would be open to it. I would be open. Now, I'm not acting like JJ what he was. I'm not delusional to even think that for a second. I don't think that at all. I would never think that. But I think we so much in a deficit. And the fact that JJ Watt is a hybrid player that can play multiple positions. And when you in a drought like we are, even if that water has a little bit of dirt, sometimes it's just healthy to go ahead and drink it. And that's how I see JJ Watt, to where he's older, dirty, injury prone, but when you starving, crackers can taste like steak. You know what I mean? Right. And I think we're in a starved position. And being in a starved position, beggars can't be choosers. So I hope there's some truth to it. But at the same time, Mike, and I mean this, obviously Dallas is aggressively used for major clickbait lie articles. Like, they just make stuff up. What you got on that, OC?
Yeah, I think that J.J. Watt is still a very good defensive end, defensive tackle, even with his injuries. You know, I'm going to take that risk to get 8 sacks from my interior defensive tackle. I'm going to take the risk because of his work ethic. I'm going to take the risk because of his leadership and a level of intensity that I think that he would bring to the Dallas Cowboys defense. They need not only good players, they need better leaders that bring intensity and have fight, have real fight and a desire
J.J. Watt
to
a
stop
leader?
their opponent.
J.J.
Watt is
Yeah.
in my opinion, J.J. Watt is a leader. He's a leader. He's a leader, man. Yeah. He's a leader based on his performance. He's a leader based on his work ethic. Absolutely.
I'm not going to debate you on that right now. I'm not going to debate you on that right. That's something else, man. That's a whole other topic. I'm going to pass on that. I'm so tempted.
Okay.
I'm so tempted.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, give in to it.
But Tavis agreeing with you. Talk me into it or talk me out of it. I want to hear this mess.
Yeah, I agree that he is. He's more of a leader than DeMarcus Lawrence.
Whoa!
He's more of a leader on social media. He's more of a leader on social media. You don't put your energy on the football field. And you know this, boss. OC knows. Buddha knows.
Yeah.
What? We need that veteranship too. That's another thing. We have no veteranship on defense.
What?
Whoa. Facts.
Yeah.
It's like several $million.
Man, y'all trying to bait me, man. I'm not gonna take no baits today. I'm not taking it. I'm not gonna do it.
Boss Cowboy, J.J. Watt personally led the charge to raise millions of dollars in relief fund for people that were disenfranchised and were underprivileged during the COVID-19 crisis. Also, when they had a natural disaster, he raised money as well. Now, he's a humanitarian. We're not talking about football, but we're talking about leadership, right? We're talking about people that care and can influence other people. So what I'm saying is he has an influence, and this performance, besides his injuries, if he hadn't been injured the last 4 years, he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. right? Based on his performance and his dominance. And he still shows flashes of dominance, okay? We don't need you to be dominant all the time. We need you to show some flashes of dominance and inspire this team and lead and make plays and actually a defensive tackle that can actually beat people one-on-one, okay? Beat people one-on-one. You need that. Sorry, boss.
Sick of it. I'm sick of this mess. This man got the nerve to call Mr. JJ Watt a leader. No. Stop it. I'm sick of it. I was going to let you make it, OC. And matter of fact, I'm putting Tavis in the middle. I done kicked Buddha out. I'm sick of this mess. What we dealing with when we dealing with JJ Watt is we dealing with entitlement. I'm telling you, like, I really watched the Texans for a very long time, and I'm very, very in touch. I even turned off the music for this with their fan base because he got on about 2 weeks ago and he threw all his teammates under the bus, right? He threw everybody under the bus. If you don't want to work hard, don't come out here. It's a privilege. I hate coming out here and my fans and... You know what everybody that watched him said? It's like you was a part of the loafers. You was a part of the people that had our defense worse than the Dallas Cowboys. It was a defense that was worse than Dallas on the run game, and it was them. And he had a lot to do with that. Like, you know, like in terms of his effort. Now, when he gives it all he can, yeah, he the man. But no, I'm not buying this leadership on talk. Because he was the same guy who went to Deshaun Watson and apologized to him for his effort on messing up Watson's great year. I ain't hearing nothing about no leadership, man. Y'all better stop. Buddha, what you got to say on this blasphemy from and I got Conte all under my boy name and everything. But what you got to say on this, Buddha? These boys are tripping.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to agree though, yo. Like he definitely. I don't know by saying that. Even by saying that, who would have said that on the defense? Who would have said that on the Cowboys defensive line? Nobody, because they scared.
Man, y'all
come on,
talking.
I'm
Buddha. Sick of y'all, man. I can't. This whole.
I would rather a guy and spark a locker room, even if it was his fault. He spoke up and did something about it. And like I said, bro, we definitely need that set, and I feel like he's gonna go in that locker room and be like, "Let's go, clap, clap, let's get this going." And you know, I'm willing to take that risk because, like you said, D-Law, he was getting that check for half of the season.
Sick of this mess.
Sorry
That's all I see right now. There's a bunch of Kool-Aid drinkers. I'm sick of it. All right, listen. Listen, we finna change the subject because y'all gonna piss me off, man. I'm not gonna let y'all mess up my day acting like JJ some kind of major leader. I ain't gonna let y'all do it to me. Now, we finna have some fun now. Here we go. Everybody's a GM today. Everybody's a GM today. If you here and you watch the Boss Cowboy Sports Show with my boy Buddha Tavis and the man, the OC, you getting ready to draft. We finna go through some candidates and we getting ready to see. And my boy, hold on real quick. I gotta give a special shout out to my boy Geechee. Listen, me and my boy Geechee, we doing a specific show tailored to all of the Dak lies. We already talked about it. He's super excited to do it. If y'all don't know, it's Geechee from South Carolina. And we doing a whole show dedicated to all the Dak lies. It's going to be the best show you're going to hear all year. I promise you. All right. But we getting ready to draft. All right. So we got to pick some guys. And y'all got to tell me, everybody that's listening, y'all got to tell me, are you going to trade up, trade down, or are you going to make this pick? All right. So we got my boy Tavis. We got Buddha and OC. We finna throw out some people out here, and we go give y'all some options. And we finna all fight this out. We gonna know exactly today what you guys and girls are thinking in terms of the future of the Dallas Cowboys. So we got everybody up, and we getting ready to start talking about what's to do at pick 10 if these particular people were to fall. So let's start with this guy. Do you trade up for Waddle? Do you make the pick? Or do you say, move down? Now, everybody got to participate too. You can't just listen. You got to get in that chat. You got to get on YouTube. You got to be the GM on this. Go, Tavis. You up first.
Me?
Yes.
I'll trade down.
You trading down. Why?
I'll trade down for Christian Barrymore or even tackle out of Alabama. Just because we need some size. We need some dirty laundry bodies. We need them laundry bodies on that defensive line. Some big bodies.
Okay. OC, what you got? Well, nah, we done with you, Tavis. Nah, we done with you. Done. Your time, OC. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm passing on him. I'm passing on him. I don't need him. He's a 4-3 burner guy. He's elite. I don't need him, boss Cowboy. I don't need him. I don't take him. I don't need him. I don't take him. I'll say it one more time. I don't need him. I don't take him because he's not factoring into what we really need to do in this organization.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm passing on him, boss Cowboy.
Wow. I like this game already. I love this game. This is so fun. Okay, Buddha, what you got?
You making that pick, B? What you talking
Man,
about?
B, I'm making that pick, B.
Making that pick.
Talk to him.
He fast. He remind me of like Jaquez said. Geach said Tyreek
Hill
2.0. I see it
2.0.
on film. And if you ain't bringing back Gallup, if you feel like you might trade him, you draft that man. He will burn any daggone linebacker, whoever you try to put on him, bro. I'm telling you, in the slot, bro. Why don't y'all watch that film again? Whoever said
They
no,
not
watch
watching no film. I'm ready to see.
watch
Oh, and see,
No,
this is
no,
beautiful. This is
whoa.
beautiful.
I watch film.
No, this is beautiful.
No.
This is beautiful.
I watch film.
Oh yeah, I called you
I watch
out too.
film.
Yes, I did call you out. I said you ain't watching
I
no
watch-
film, homeboy.
I
You
watch
ain't watching
plenty
no
of film on
No,
Ward.
but let me make my
I
case.
watch plenty
No,
of film
I
on
heard
Ward.
your case. I heard your case. I'm gonna make my case, and then if you could talk me into it, I'm open to maybe moving down. We having a war room discussion over Waddle. Okay, it's a fair discussion, right? I would say we can't pass up on that because we have not had elite speed on this team. I can't remember when the last time we had super elite speed on this team. And my eyes, and I think it all depends on what your eyes see. When I see him, I see the closest thing to Tariq Hill. That's who I see. I see somebody that's electric in space, that you don't really have to be the type of quarterback that need to kind of get him the ball in a vertical position. He the type of athlete you just got to get him the ball, right? And he's more dangerous to where he can actually make a guy miss and then take it to the house. I also think he's a exponential increase on our special teams, especially punt return. He will flip the field a lot. You know what I mean? So you not just, in my opinion, OC and Tavis, in my opinion, you not just getting a receiver with this guy. You getting a guy that's a special teams player as well as a guy that's a Tyreek Hill. That, in my opinion, you give Kellen Moore this type of guy, you are positioning yourself to really truly be able to shoot it out with Kansas City. That's if we trying to win 6. So I cannot pass on that guy. I cannot move down on the guy. I picked that guy. I'm going to give y'all one more chance to counter me and talk me out of that. But I'm not passing up on somebody that I see similar to Tariq Hill. Who want to try me first and Buddha?
I got you.
You got me? All right, let's go, Tav. What you got?
Yeah. See, this also shows how foolish we are by giving up on value because we still want to be competitive.
Hold on. Explain giving up your value. See, hold on. You talking too fast. Explain what you mean by giving up our value. I want the fans. I know what you mean, but I want them to know. Explain that, please.
The Philadelphia Eagles should not be at number 6. We should.
Mm-hmm. So what you talking about You talking about the crowd that was, let's win. Let's try to get into the playoffs. Let's really try to get in. Let's do it. Let's have.
Yeah.
I'm not. So you saying that was foolish? Oh my God.
Very
OC,
foolish. Because I can see the stick in him.
you can see what?
I can see the Eagles taking Jalen Waddle. The word is already out.
The Eagles?
According to Mel Kiper and all, I don't believe him. But the Eagles is at 6. I can see them taking Jalen Waddle because you don't think they need a receiver?
No, I don't think they need a receiver at all. I think they need a tight end. I think they go get Pitts right from under us. I'm telling y'all. I think they go get Pitts right from under us because all the tea leaves to me. And then, OC, I know you want to slap me a little bit on Waddle. I want to hear your response on that because maybe you can talk me out of it. But I'm picking him at 10 right now unless you give me a hell of a case. But I'm going to say this. Going back to the point on, I think Philly go with Pitts. I think they go with Pitts because they already showing the signals that they bought into Wentz. And when you buy into Wentz, anybody that knows his track record knows he is his best when he's targeting tight ends. And it's been a lot of noise about Ertz wanting out. You know, so I could see Pitts going to Philly before a receiver. Also, they heavily invested at receiver, right? And that commitment didn't pay off for them. Like, it didn't really make either one of their quarterbacks better. What makes their quarterbacks better is honestly dink and dunk. And that dink and dunk is why I honestly think all the Cowboy fans that's pumping from Pitts, it's going to be a flip. It's going to be, he going to be our CD Lamb, where we was hoping for him and Philly go snatch it, especially because they go read the trends. Me and Buddha talk about this all the time, is that they read trends, and as they read trends, they like to skip us. Like, we like to show our hand. We like to say, we want Lamb. We want, we like to show our hand. We might get Dallas Goedert. And what did they do? They went and got him. So I don't really think Pitts is going to get to us. I really don't. But I want to hear what you have to say on Waddle and see if you can talk me out of that, because I don't think you can, bro. I think you just talking.
All right, so listen, guys. At some point, if you have a mansion and you got about 3 or 4 fancy cars, do you need another fancy toy, or should you take some of that money and invest in your future?
Oh God!
Should you take some of that? Should you take some of that money, and should you save some of that money? Oh. So Waddle is just another Lamborghini. Dak Prescott, when healthy, was throwing for 400 and 500 yards a game, and the Cowboys still were losing. Okay, the Cowboys still were losing. Okay, so what you have here is you have plenty of weapons. Okay, Bumquisha, thank you. So, listen, Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Okay, Bucks. So who's in the middle?
I'm sorry, OC. I cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm hating on you. Go ahead.
They have 2 defensive ends. They have linebackers. They have coverage guys. Okay, let's look at even the Chiefs. We talk all about Pat Mahomes, but people don't talk about Chris Jones. They don't talk about Houston. They don't talk about Honey Badger. They have tools on the defensive side of the ball to win football games. You cannot purely set up your team to outscore people when you had the next to the last worst ranked defense in the NFL, a historically bad defense. It is foolish, it is irresponsible, and it is the wrong selection.
Oh my God. Oh, you know, I really can't even believe that the case,
irresponsible.
This case came from you. I can't even believe it. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked that you made the case for offense and for defense in general at 10. Like, I'm real shocked. Like, because we dealing Because see, no, I heard your case, and your goal was to try to talk me into it, and you talked me more into my point. Like, no, bro, like, no, you don't listen. I don't care how much money you got. A Lamborghini is a Lamborghini. You understand? That's fast talking devaluation of a super weapon. And I see people do that all the time, and it makes me want to vomit. Like when I hear a Cowboy fan say, we got Cowboy fans that want a receiver. You know what y'all do? People like you, OC, and people like that say that. See, when you talking about a player you want, you call them by name. When you talking about something you want to devalue, you call it a position. A receiver is just a Lamborghini. That is so insulting. No, anytime you drive a Lamborghini, you are the man across the world. So, and the fact is, you saying you want to make, and you my boy, man, I love you, man, but I got to get on you for this. I'm sick of this. So you mean to tell me you are one of those guys that literally make a 5-year commitment over a 1-year need? You go give up 5 years of 4.2, 4.3 speed, killer in space, all because we was hurting a little bit last year.
We had Rocket Ishmael. He had elite speed. We didn't win a Super Bowl because of Rocket Ishmael.
What?
Come on,
you
Boss
gonna make
Cowboy.
that case?
Listen, think, man. I'm
no,
encouraging
you
to
telling me to think?
deeply. You only can drive so many Lamborghinis at once, Boss Cowboy. If you already got a Bentley, one Lamborghini, and you got a Ferrari,
Man.
you got to rotate your cars, Boss Cowboy. You can't drive the Lambo at the same time as you driving your other cars, Boss Cowboy. So how many expensive cars do you want? Now listen, let me be fair. Okay, Waddle, I watched tape on Waddle, by the way, Buddha. Plenty of tape on him. He has elite speed. He has that pull away speed. He catches the ball, and this boy just straight pulls away from you. Even when you're running full speed, he's probably one of those 4.2 or high 4.1 type guys.
What?
I mean, he's super.
And you talking about passing that up? And then he also got wiggle. He not just speed. He's speed with a legit. I mean, with elite quickness. We looking at potentially another heel. You saying pass that up?
Boss Cowboy, if you can score 40 points, but your defense can't stop the other team from scoring 45, you still lose.
See, that's that generic point I hate. I want to throw up on that point. So are you saying that because we pick a Waddle, we just not committed to the defense? Because we picked the best player?
No, that's too far. That's too far.
That's the point you're making.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying we're committed. We're not committed to the defense. I'm saying that you need to try to pick the best player available that is one of the biggest needs of your team, Boss Cowboy. That's all I'm saying. Listen, for the record, Waddle's a great player, okay? Waddle is a great
This is a good debate. I like the debate.
And you got Lamb already. Thank you, DA. Just bringing that point. You just already spent a first-round pick on a great wide receiver.
No, DA said something opposite. DA said KC got Lambos. Who
is the other Lambo besides Tyreek Hill, man? Who's the other Lambo?
Bro.
Kelsey? Who's the other Lambo?
They Lambos all over.
McCoy Hardman.
Tavis, I'm Buddha. Listen, me and the OC will go off on this all day. We gonna go to the next pick because I can tell
Yo, I was ready. Well,
you was ready. Go ahead, get him, Buddha. Because I'm sick of this dude.
I'm just saying people act like we only got one pick in the draft. That's how they act.
Thank you.
We got one pick. We ain't got 10. We got one.
Thank you. Thank you. Get him, Buddha.
When they really go over the first round, you never hear no defensive ends come out of nobody's mock drafts. You don't see it. You don't see no safety. We just said it ain't no safety that's in the first round.
Oh man.
Defensive tackle. If you study, we know that defensive tackle is deep in that draft. Oh. And let me just bring up one more point. I go back to Green Bay in the 2010. Let me just bring it up when they drafted Jordy Nelson. When they already had Driver and Jennings. And they went to the Super Bowl first year. Jordy Nelson rookie year. Let's go.
Let's go.
Add firepower. add on to the fire.
Oh, my boy Buddha.
We got 9 more draft picks to draft defense, man. Y'all need to get off that Kool-Aid.
Oh, the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid.
No, you did not just say me on Kool-Aid.
He said you on that Kool-Aid, Big T. You Big T like you out of Oak Cliff, Texas, man. Big T bizarre.
Me on the Kool-Aid.
You on the? I think you and the OC are taking a big old sip.
All right, Buddha. I hear you, Buddha.
Hey, that was a good one. Hey, we gonna have to move to the next point. Let's move to another one. Hey, hey, that was just one. I got 15 of these. We not gonna get through 15, obviously. That was the first one, and it was a war. I want to make the second one a war. So, what we go do, fellas? We sitting here at 10. Do we pick Caleb? Do we move up for Caleb? Or do we move down for Caleb? And hold on real quick. The thread, I'm watching y'all. Y'all not participating. See, what's up, my boy Easy? Y'all not participating. Y'all want us to step on that ledge. Now put your comments on the record because we gonna be here in the near future. And one of these guys gonna be sitting here. What are you gonna do? Who first? Tavis up. I'm gonna pick Tavis. Tavis, you up first. What you got?
Caleb at number 10?
At 10, bro.
Nah.
Nah, what?
Nah.
You gotta say what nah mean. What does nah mean? You can't just say nah. Nah, what?
If it comes to him, I'm going with an offensive line at 10 before I deal with Caleb.
Oh.
I mean, I like Caleb. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to coverage in the zone, he's suspect. We all know he's not a good zone corner, and when you got Dan Quinn coming in, we all know he's good, and he's known for his zone packages and his zone coverages, and I don't think Caleb is going to be able to fit that. I mean, I got some people that could fit in for that later on in the draft. I could look at Elijah Molden out of Washington. He's good in the nickel. He's good in the zone. I'll take my chances with him, but I'm just speaking hypothetically. But on the same note, I'll take offensive linemen because at 10, I just don't see my situation on why would we go with Caleb because, you know, we still looking at Surtain. You know, you got some Cowboys fans that'll want him. Or we could go to second round and get J.C. Horn because he's just as up there with them two.
Right.
That's why I say I can't be too sold on him at 10.
Yeah.
I'll go back to fundamentals and get back on my line. That's offense.
Boy. Say, man, I go back to my fundamentals and get back on that line. So now we sitting here. We heard from my boy Big T. Now we got that boy Buddha and the OC in the house. It's on you guys. What you gonna do about this gentleman?
Go ahead, Buddha.
Yeah, I make the pick.
You make the pick.
Psych. Nah, man. I never was with cornerback at 10, man. I'm sorry. That's the propaganda going around Cowboys Nation.
That's the propaganda. That's the oh man, this show got me dying. Talk to me.
And cornerback. First of all, cornerback. I mean, yeah, I get we got some guys that might not be coming back, but listen, bro. Let me tell you something. If we going Farley,
yeah, you
skipping over. I would take Slater over Khalid Farley. I mean, he has intangibles I like, you know, but as far as lockdown, and potential. And as far as what you need, if you're gonna replace cats like Lewis and Awuzie, bro, you better give me somebody, bro, that's going like, you better give me the next Woodson or one of those cats. Like, we ain't getting that, bro. I don't want to talk at 10, bro.
My boy Geechee say Horn is the best cornerback in the draft. OC, it's on you. We heard from the Buddha man. It's on you.
Yeah, man. So looky here, man. I think this guy is better than Patrick Surtain. So, if I had to choose between him and Surtain, I'm picking him. All right. I will say that I don't think that he actually is going to get past 15 based upon what I studied in the NFL draft. Okay. I think that I don't think that he should get picked, but I think that he could get picked because he fits the prototype of a Mike McCarthy corner. Long, big, tall corner. He has shown some good man-to-man coverage ability. He has tremendous upside. And so I think that he could get picked here. I don't think that he should get picked here.
Yeah, so you made a big comment when you said because this one thing I want to say about this guy. And pretty much my boy Grover Thompson in the house. Man, what's up, G? Listen, my boy, listen, man. When my boy G walk in the house, everybody be quiet, man. That was a tight end we played with at U of H. A pure dog. Should have been in the league. He hurt his ankle. But anyway, what's up, G? But yeah, going back to all the corners. See, I don't think anybody that we're debating who's best should be picked at 10. Because like my boy Geechee said, he got Horn number 1. I got him number 1. And then some people got Surtain number 1. Man, when everybody fighting on who the best corner, neither one of them the best corner. And neither one of them worth it at 10, for sure. So I'm team move down. That's easy for me. I'm team move down. Right. I'm going to get volume because I feel like we can get it. I feel like we can move down, like everybody said, and still come out just as good at corner. And I'm not hype off Surtain either. I'm not buying it. Like everybody super excited about 4.58 speed. He might run a 4.6. So like, no, that's not something you pick at 10. I'm sorry. Everybody that's drinking the juice and the Kool-Aid need to stop. It's that cocaine Kool-Aid, and it got you sick and woozy. It don't make sense to pick any one of them corners at 10. You better move down. And if they pick a corner, I'm not going to sleep. I will accept it, but I'm going to hate it. I promise you. I'm a full-fledged hate it. Y'all ready for the next one?
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. So I'm picking... I'm gonna go with easy, but I'm gonna make it hard. He's 2 spots in front of us. Do you go get him?
Yes. Okay, let me answer that question right now. Absolutely, yes. I mean, that's an easy one, too. He's a generational talent, dude. He's beating up grown men. The tape that we have on him is when he was 19 years old. He's 20. His muscles are matured. He's stronger. Even though he opted out this year, this guy is fluid, man. And this guy is a two-step, zone-blocking fool. I mean, not fool in the sense that he's a fool, but he's great at doing it. This guy's great in space. He can lead screens. I'm talking about middle screens, outside screens. He runs like he's a tight end. All right. And he has sweet feet, man. He has lockdown ability versus anybody one-on-one that he's played against, including upperclassmen that were drafted. That guy is a generational talent. You got to deal with Tyron Smith at some point, whether it's this year or next year. Tyron Smith gets hurt again. Man, what do you do with the left tackle position? I love Tyron Smith, but he's just been injury prone so much the last 4 years. And trust me, I know personally at some point, man, after you get a certain amount of injuries, that body starts to break down. And you rather address that earlier than late, especially if you want to keep Dak Prescott a right if you sign him to a long-term deal. That's a no-brainer. Go get him.
You saying go get him.
Go get him. Go get him.
Trade up. You saying trade up.
Go get him.
To move up 2 spots go probably cost a second and a third.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him. He's 2 spots away. Go get him. He's worth it.
Man,
go
you got these. See Tavis and my boy Buddha Quad. I've never seen them quiet. And real quick, I want to give a special shout out to my boy Paul Wiley. He graduated with me from Dallas Carter High. When I talked about guys that had a screw that was loose in their head, he was one, and that's not an insult. That's me giving you a shout out to the warrior that you always was on the field. Man, we dared this dude to run full speed into the lock, and he did. I promise you, full speed. Bow, put a big dent in it, and he's a doctor right now, PhD out of SMU. So real smart dude. But anyway, I just wanted to kick a shout out. When I see my family in the building, I want to acknowledge them. But man, who first on this? Tavis or Buddha, man? Were you moving up?
Yeah, man, I'm moving up, man. I'm with it.
Up.
I'm with it. He definitely. I mean, if we can't forget in the beginning of the season when we were screaming offensive tackle.
True.
I remember that era of the season when we were screaming, man, we ready. Get an offensive tackle.
Facts.
We ready for offensive tackle.
Right.
We was all in the on the offensive tackle. So I mean, let's not act like that's not a need, man. And Tyron, like you said, is not gonna last. He's not gonna last. And to have that generational talent going there, man, yeah, you make that move, man. Because when we thought we was getting a top 5 pick, who was the top 5 guy? Him. Ain't much to say.
Ain't much. Whew. Man, Tavis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm staying. I ain't moving up.
Yeah.
I ain't moving up. Because I want every one of my picks because I want defense so much in this draft. It's ridiculous. I'm staying where I'm at. I know Rashawn Slater's wrong. I know he might got some things he need to work on, but he can improve.
I like this.
He can improve.
I like
but
it.
when it comes to all of our picks, this is where it's time to start reconstructing our defense. We need to do it now when we got the picks. That's why I want to stay where I'm at.
Yeah, I like it. Mikey likes.
What?
I'm moving up. I'm moving up. I'm moving on up. Shoot to the sewer. Moving on up. Shit. Without thinking, 2 spots? Yes. Yeah, and I do know, I said we getting killed on this too. A lot of people don't want to move up. I get it. But that dude pop, man. He pop like he's super pop on tape, and I think it just puts us in a and I'm gonna tell you, it puts us in a dominant position like crazy if Liel comes back. And if Tyron Smith comes back. Now you got a bona fide right tackle. You easily can fix your left guard by moving Liel to left guard. You got an all-pro center. You got an all-pro guard. Dak will be sitting back like, y'all go ahead and get open. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Yeah. Nah, I'm moving up. Sorry. Now, if he 2 spots, yes, I got to. 2nd and 3rd, bye. And I won't even miss it. I'd be like, bye, man. So, I got me a 10-year tackle. Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
those are hard to find.
Yeah,
those are very hard to find.
Dude, like, I went through, and it's still hard, though. It's not an easy decision because this is also a good tackle class. This is the type of tackle class to where you can mess around and even find your 10-year guy round 2. Like, for real. Like, but this guy is on a whole nother level, bro. Like,
correct.
Like, I wasn't buying it at first, OC, but I spent, writing the book. I went through the tackles.
Right.
Oh, my God. Man,
he's different. He's different level from the guy beneath him. Different level.
Yeah, he's a whole nother level. The separation is crazy.
In terms of his talent, his ability, his execution, his quickness. I mean, he's so fluid. He bends easy.
Yeah, and now you got the guy that's Tyron's replacement if Liel is not. You got it. You got another 10-year guy. I got to spend my assets. It's just like what we did when we moved up to get Tyler Biadasz. You know what I mean? We moved up because we saw the asset value of replacing Fredericks.
Right.
And we got somebody that could potentially be just as good. Because I'm of the Jimmy Johnson philosophy that the main thing is getting the player right. Not just the picks. It's about getting the player right. And I just think he's too no miss not to get aggressive if he's 2 spots in front of us. All right, so I ain't gonna say who won on that. I'm gonna just say it was a good fight. We gonna do one more. I trust me, I got 15 guys laid out. I didn't know this game was gonna take this long, but it's a good one. I like this game. I'm gonna do 2 more.
Ooh. Is that who I think it is?
That's who you think it is. So since I sense some incitement in your voice, you kick it off. You stand,
Man.
you moving up, you making them pick at 10 if he slips. Talk to me, T.
Ooh.
This war room not easy.
Now, I think I'll move up for him.
Ooh.
I mean, because I think I'll move up for him. I think. I didn't say I agree.
Hey, talk to me though. You gotta sell me. We in the war room. We having a fight. So you gotta sell us on it or give it up.
We need a mauler. So I mean, and that's what he is. He's a mauler. He's a run stopper. We need that. I mean, I think he might need a little work in the pass rush, but
no, that was Chase. No.
Oh, Chase. I thought
that was
my bad. I didn't see his thing all the way through.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, you couldn't see. Yeah, no, this is Chase.
Yeah, I couldn't see. Yeah.
I thought
that was Tyler Sheldon.
No, man. This is our boy Chase, man. So now what
Chase
you gonna do?
I'll move up for him. I'm moving up. Now I see that attempt. I'm moving up. Come on.
Moving up.
Come on.
Moving on up. Moving on up.
Yeah. Y'all talking about Waddle, and he's better than Waddle.
Of course.
Clearly, no debating.
Yeah.
So when you see someone like him on the football field, almost anybody that's guarding him one-on-one is a mismatch.
Yeah, they cooked. It's automatic cookation.
Almost. Period.
Yes, it's
that's
cook
why
action.
I would move up for him. When you got him with speed, separation, and that right there, ain't that your boy AJ Terrell that everybody was so hyped on? Ain't that breaking number 8?
Oh yeah, the first 4 of his highlights that he burned was all first rounders. everybody that he toasted was first rounders. AJ Green and played good for Atlanta. Toast. Toast action.
I ain't boo-boo the fool.
Say what?
I ain't boo-boo the fool.
Boo-boo the fool?
I ain't boo-boo the fool. Man, come on.
So, yeah, you picking him. All right, that's our boy Diggs. Cooked. This Diggs again. Cooked. Moving on up.
Fried chicken.
What is wrong? Hey, man. Okay, so I don't even. Okay, so would you move up for him?
Yes, sir. I will, because I like him.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Because you like him.
Period.
You like him. But you ain't like Sewell. Man, what's wrong with you, man?
Yo, let me get him. Why you ain't let me talk?
Man, get him, bro. I ain't holding you back. Fight this man.
How you move up for Chase and I move up for Sewell when Sewell is the top 3 pick?
No. I was with you until you said top 3 pick. No. You judging on reputation. I ain't going for that. I ain't gonna let you slap my boy Tavis over no they say stuff.
Wait. When did he ever move back?
Yo, that's what
Oh man.
Okay, you might not move up for Waddle. I didn't say move up for him, but I would make the pick if he fell to
Oh,
us.
oh,
Chase
oh,
is still
oh,
at
oh.
10,
Hold on,
but I
y'all.
would
Hold on,
move
hold
up
on,
to
hold on, real quick. My boy, see, we got to get Geechee on the show, bro. That boy, I said the same thing, bro. Look what Geechee just said. Sterling Sharp 2.0. I said the same thing, bro. Same eyes on that. Dog, you gotta move up for Sterling Sharp, man. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
You
I think
got
that
to.
need comes into factor there, though.
Yeah, it does, but I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Sterling Sharp as your number 3. We talking about Dak putting up 6,000 yards. And this is another thing too.
Thoroughly.
This is another thing too, because you raised this point, Buddha, and I don't think many people heard you on this. I heard it. I'm gonna slow it down though. Buddha said something that was so on point. He said when Green Bay won the Super Bowl, they had Driver, Givens, Jones, and they drafted White Lightning, Jordy Nelson. They had 4 killer receivers when they won the Super Bowl.
Let me ask you this. Though. If Chase is sitting there at 8, so where Fonte and Waddle to move up on Chase? Because if them two boys are still sitting there, we know we need, and we get in the wide receiver. Them boys, I mean, that's not. The difference between Chase and Smith, I don't think is unanimous. It ain't like.
No, I think the difference between Chase and Smith are big. I think the difference is I'm gonna just tell you why I see a difference in this. Because when D. Smith was at Alabama, I'd rather show you than tell you. So when D. Smith was at Alabama, he became the primary target because of Waddle was injured. You had Chase, who was sharing a load with Moss as well as Jefferson when he put up way more explosive plays than D. Smith. You're also dealing with a much heavier receiver who gives you yards after contact much better. Because remember, he was bullying C.J. Henderson. He would catch the ball on the screen. CJ would come up to try to make a tackle, and he would run him over and get that first down. You getting a superior athlete with Chase. You getting a perfect route runner and hands guy with D. Smith. But I'm going with Chase all day if I had an option. I'm not even second guessing that.
Oh, see.
Yeah, I think that Chase is the most complete receiver in this year's draft. I think that Yak, yards after catch, ability to win one-on-one, he's league ready. You know what I mean? He's day one starter ready. I think if he's right there at 10, yeah, you got to go ahead and get that guy. I'm not even front on that. But I say if you got to give up picks to get him, if I was the GM for the Cowboys, I wouldn't give up picks to get him just because I just paid Amari Cooper a whole bunch of money. Right. I just spent a first round draft pick on CeeDee Lamb, and I got Michael Gallup. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. But if he's right there, I'm taking him. I'm taking him.
Yeah.
I agree.
Man, listen. I got a lot more of these guys, man. But we not gonna do it. We go close out the show. Listen, trust me, we got a lot of guys that we could pick from at 10. I'm not capping on that too. We go talk about all these guys, all right? So I mean, even quarterbacks. So you go just have to come back. Like we go field 10 with potential options. So we go close out today. And before we close out, we want to definitely give Tavis, who basically gave us most of the topics. First, we want to give him opportunity to tell everybody where to find them. and how to support him. We're going to be seeing more of Tavis, a lot more, because he's going to be one of the guys that's heading up the draft show with us as we get more and more to the draft. We go get into this heavy because we dealt with 10, but guess what? We go deal with round 2, round 3, down round 4. We go have all the rounds, and we go be substantive on all of it. Where can they find you, T?
Yeah, y'all can find me at Dallas Cowboys on the clock on the Facebook page. Usually where I drop off all of my on that page. You can catch me commenting on other podcasts like Silver and Blue Nation with James. You can also catch me with Star Gang. I comment with them here and there. Comment with Law Nation and et cetera, et cetera. But mainly, you definitely can find me at Dallas Cowboys or on the clock.
Okay. All right. And real quick, Buddha, where can they find you, my man?
Oh, what's up? Yeah. I can find me on the Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Sucker Not Me. That's my name. But you can also find me somewhere on your Facebook, holding it down in the trenches, Buddha.
Buddha. All right. And the OC, what we got with you, my man?
CB the OC, that's on Instagram. CB the OC, follow me there. I'm still working on some other stuff, and I'll get it done here, hopefully in the near future. But CB the OC, follow me right there, and direct message me. Let's talk ball. Let's hang out a little bit.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna hang out with you. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you can definitely find me at Boss Cowboy Sports. Facebook is doing tremendously great. Twitter is going exponentially as well. I'm having a lot of good feedback on Twitter now, way more followers. Instagram is going to be popping pretty soon. I'm not really an Instagram head, but I got to be because I'm a podcaster, so you got to touch all the social media platforms. We also greatly upgraded our YouTube page. It's fancy, sexy, but we need more subscribers. We need more people to go over there and support and hit that bell as well as follow, because we trying to hit our benchmarks so that we can hit growth phases, and we need y'all to do that. The last time I said that, y'all really came through. We need y'all to do that again, and also for those of us who really like the content and like the spirit of what we do, throw a couple of dollars at us, and y'all actually do support us when we throw this up there. So it's Cash Apping at the Boss Cowboy Sports as well. We made everything easy where everything is Boss Cowboy Sports. So you go find us over all the platforms. So we got a lot of stuff coming. Trust me, we only scratching the surface at Boss Cowboy Sports. We not gonna be no basic, regular, show a couple of screens, talk a little bit, and then, just normal podcasting. We way outside the box, and we try to be. We really take pride in doing that. So thank y'all for following us, and remember, the most important thing when you watching Boss Cowboy Sports and to recognize the spirit of the group is everybody that's a part of this is loyal, but we're not devoted. We not go kiss no butts. We go tell each other the truth. Y'all saw us fight, but the spirit of it was to come out with what was true. So thank y'all supporting us. I'm actually getting ready to do another show now with Big Game James. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. And thank y'all very much for supporting Boss Cowboy Sports.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.